this strange, otherworldly design come into being? Some culinary anthropologists believe that the answer is in a penguin tank. Ah!
On your knees, boy.
Oh! I wasn't done with my breakfast. What's this have to do with waffles?
Well, Alton, the words waffles and wafers both derive from the same old German root word, Wafel, which is also related to words that mean weave and honeycomb, which could be the precursor to the grid pattern on the modern waffle.
Okay, what's that got to do with church?
Keep your voice down.
How?
Wafers were originally communion wafers. Back in the Middle Ages, the monasteries were in charge of baking the communion wafers, but they were one of the few foods that people could eat during fasting periods, so there was a big demand. Eventually, the secular bakeries got into the act and they started making them bigger and fancier with elaborate designs and patterns on the top.
Makes sense. Oh!
Such wafers are still associated with certain celebrations in Europe, such as the Twelfth Night celebration, that's celebrated in places like Holland, where the original pilgrims first hung out for about 10 years before coming to the New World.
Yeah, we did a show on donuts and dealt with that whole Holland thing.
Come on.
Oh, I wish you quit that.
The German Wafel became the medieval French gaufre, which eventually became gaufrette. Now, the closest thing we have to gaufrette in the United States is the ice cream cone.
Oh, speaking of...
S'il vous plaît. Merci.
Merci.
Whatever.
Wow.
Well, look at your ice cream cone. See the waffle shape?
Sure, but this isn't French. This isn't European. I mean, the ice cream cone was invented at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis by a Syrian pastry maker. Besides, how did we get from this thin, crispy wafer to the big, soft, beautiful waffle?
Well, what had started as a Catholic symbol of self-denial, eventually through secularism and free enterprise, became a nice, fluffy waffle that we know today.
Okay, I'll buy it. How do you like yours?
Oh, I like to put a puree of wild persimmons and a sprinkling of wild hickory nuts on it.
That sounds funny. Ow! Holy bother.